Sustainability, I think, per se has to be part of your value system in the organization. I think that's the first thing. Sustainability is not something that you should view from a payback and ROI point of view. Is there a return on that investment? For sure. And it's a huge return for the humanity at large. If you have that value system as part of your corporate vision, as part of your culture, that's where you really take it forward. And for Saint-Gobain, the reason why we are so active is because one, we are committed to that. We realize if you really want to sustain the industry, sustain the globe itself, you really have to take the path of green, take the path of sustainability. And many people talk about it, it's 2050, 30 years from now. Many of us may not be even alive by the time, so how does it matter? But it's very important that some of the decisions on investments, technology have to be taken today for you to get that result in 2050. Saint-Gobain is now 355 years old. So when you have to really overcome different challenges over such a long period of time, you face change of kings, change of governments, we have gone through several wars. So for you to survive in that, you really need to update yourself. When we started in India around 20 years back, one of the immediate realization for us was glass was something very new as far as India is concerned. The first thing that we need to do is create awareness. Only then people know how to select the right glass to be used for the right application in your building. And Saint-Gobain was very clear because we are largely into the building material space. Of course, we have a few other businesses, but largely in the building material space. And we believe in several parts of the world, so many buildings are yet to be built. And what you build today is going to last for next 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. So it's important for you to think in advance and develop your product solutions from that point of view. We have clear objectives on what should be the reduction in the percentage of non-recoverable waste, what is the reduction in the specific energy consumption, specific water consumption and things like and the CO2 generation. The recognition that there is a climate change. I am not sure everybody has the same level of understanding. I come from one part of India where we had seasonal rains, but now we have unseasonal rains. I believe yesterday it rained heavily there, which normally in January you don't get. It's a clear sign that there is something wrong happening. I live in Chennai. Chennai is probably benefiting from climate change because it's much cooler now, which means some other place is getting warmer. It's very clear. It's very evident. In Paris you go today, in summer, it's unbearable, which is not the case 20 years back. So we have clear evidence if you want to really understand that. So first is really making everybody aware of that. Now there are specific impacts on this, on the environment, on the air quality, on the water consumption, all that, on the energy and things like that. I think what is really important is for each corporation, each organization and each individual to do what they can do in their domain. I can't wait for the entire world to change. I shouldn't do that. I should do what I can do in my house, in my organization. So I think it's really important for you to have one, sustainability in your culture, in your value system, and second, that long-term vision and commitment. The results will automatically come.